All right. Okay. So look, a bit more of a test run here. I just want to make sure that everything runs perfectly to what we're looking at and seeing what the outcome is. I'm going to be doing a few more tests just to make sure that everything works a-okay. Now let's see if this is shaboobing properly the way that I want it to. All right, let's just get this. Let's just get this. All right, let's just add that. Add that. Chats. Let's see if this works. Okay, why is that not working? Interesting. Right, is this working? Let's see if this works. Why is nothing working now? Ah, yeah. All right, does this work? That works. That works. Is this working?
This work.
This works.
That work.
Awesome, that works. That works. That works. All right, this works. Awesome. Okay, these are working. But why is the chat not working? Why is the chat not working? That's not working. 1 second. Why is the chat not working? Let me check something. 1 second. Good morning. I just want to see if the chat is working. Doesn't seem to be popping up. All right, did that pop up here? Of course not. Why would it pop up? Why would be the Why is the chat not working? Why is my is that why it's not working? 1 second. Oh my god, I think I just realized why it's not working. Okay, that worked. Okay, that worked there. Hmm. 1 second, guys. I need to sort out this.
1 second, guys.
Oh, does this work? No. Why is it not picking up the chat? This is getting very tiny. Okay, let's try this again. Activate. Aha. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Let's just see one more thing. If this works, I'm gonna feel amazing. Did that work? Now, why isn't the tube not working now? Can someone explain this to me? Okay, that works. All right, there's a lot of interesting news that is going on at this present moment. I will explain all of that in a second. Okay, the test. Yes, that worked. But now the tube is not picking up. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's do that. Activate. All right, this should work now. Please work. Come on. You know you want to. You know. Oh, Lord. I know these lives are okay. That works perfectly. Okay. Tired of streaming to zero. Oh, that's not that. That's something else. What's this? Is it someone just on Kick just give me a thing? Let me just look at Kick one more time. All right. It's weird. Why is that not working? Can someone explain to me? Oh, that works. That's amazing. Okay, that works. That's working really well. But why is the tube not working? Can someone explain this to me? Someone on the tube. All right, does this work again? Sorry, I'm just gonna keep messages. Ah, it worked. Omakase. All right, cool. Oh my lord, this is a new feeling. What the hell? All right, okay, cool. Can I get a like from just a one from X from YouTube and from Kick, please, just to make sure everything works, and then we can get this moving and get rolling, man. Oh my god, I feel it feels amazing right now that this is working. Why can't I hear myself? Let me just stop that. All right, okay, cool. Am I getting anything from anyone? No. I love all this. It just makes me so happy. All right, okay, cool, whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's working or not, but it seems to be working. Maybe. Is it working? I don't know if it's working. But anyway, whatever, it's all good. All right. So where are we right now with the markets? What's going on? What's happening? What's the situation? What's going on? I wanted to do a quick stream like this. It would be amazing if I could get a few people to message something though, but I don't know if you guys are there or not. That's the thing. Is anyone here? Is 20? No? All right, whatever. I'll just gonna continue. Maybe something will pop up. In fact, what I'm gonna do? Pencil line over food. Okay, Leonard. When Lambo? Oh my god! Wait, is there a delay that people got that? But whatever. I'm just gonna continue. All right, cool. Look. Right now, where Bitcoin is sitting, I'm gonna do this because like in the evening, guys, everyone needs to like wish me some luck. All right. In the evening, we have the penultimate meeting with something that's coming to Fat Cat. Oh god, we used to have you on TikTok. Yeah, I know, but what can you do? If I can, that's another thing. All right. That's a good reminder, right? That's another thing. I need. Why is that there? Okay, I need people. People to follow my my alt account, because if you follow that, I'm almost at 1,000. When it gets to 1,000, we were on TikTok. I'll be able to do it again. There's a hacker. Everyone knows it. He's after me. My agency is looking to get my account back, but it's just going to be like a constant headache with these kind of people. So what I'm going to do right now is to work harder on my other levels and my other areas, and then at the same time push more content to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts as well. So all of those things are going to be there. Actually, let me just get this. And I'll tell you, right? It's actually on my account, so everyone can see what's going on. One second. Where are we right now? Here we go. Right, I'm gonna put this in here. I need like 10 more followers, man. 10 more followers, and then I can get to the stream town, and everyone can see what happens from there. We can get the whole ball rolling on that note. Did you guys get notified of my live? I'm just curious. 1 second. technology is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Let me just see if this works. I know I sounded like 3,000 years old just then, but I'm just saying. 1 second. Is this working? Anyway, whatever. It's all good. All right. Okay, cool. Right. Now, where are we with Bitcoin and everything else? Now, what I need to say right now, and this is what's really super duper important, is that Bitcoin is at a very, very key pivotal point, right? We saw a bit of a pump, and we're going to be seeing some more pumps, most probably towards the coming of the rate cut. The rate cut right now is going to be playing on the markets, and there's going to be a lot of movement in that direction. Most importantly of all, and everyone needs to understand this fact and make sure that it comes out nice and clear. There's going to be massive volatility this week, right? If we look at, I don't know if you guys are in the pro group or not. In the pro group, I've put down some of the key levels that everyone needs to understand and know what's going on. No notification. No notification for what? Oh, for my live. That's weird. Anyway, whatever. I'm sure it'll come in. I put it in to the pro group so you guys can see it as well. Oop, why is that not working? Please work. Yeah, there we go. Put it into the pro group so you can see it yourself. We're going to be getting some interesting news. So tomorrow we're going to be getting the non-farm payroll annual revisions. On the 10th is the US PPI, which is going to be super duper important. Yeah, early live because in the evening there is the last meeting I'm having for something that is going to be a game changer. And all those people in Fat Cat are going to be getting some absolute insane things. That's all I'm going to be saying to you is that it's going to be some insane things. All I need from you guys right now while we're here, all right, and everything on that sense, we support you anyway. Thank you so much, Pencil. I appreciate it. Right. What I will say to everyone right now and anyone that's here is that it's possibly going to be the last time that you're going to be seeing these numbers on FatCat. I'll tell you that now, right? This meeting I'm having today is the phenomenal meeting. People in the Well group know what's coming. It's going to blow your mind. You're not going to believe it. That's all I'm going to say to you. Just wish, hope, and pray for me that everything goes well, and then we can go from there. Right, look, that's the thing. So we're going to be getting the US PPI coming in on Wednesday, and on Thursday we have the US CPI numbers. These things are absolute insanity. Volatility is going to be through the roof. I'm telling you, we're going to be seeing things go up and down, left, right, and center. It's going to be nuts on that side. So be very, very, very careful with how you're trading. Now, what's happening in the markets right now is that we've had a bit of a pump up. I'm going to be very quick. I'll give you a bit of information because then I'm going to get ready. I have one more meeting. Okay, that's great. One second. Okay. 1 second. All right, okay, cool. Hello, Jesus, how you doing? It seems to be working. I don't want to jinx it. I just want to know, like Cryptus, when I say one, right, I'm going to say one in a second. I want to see how quickly the delay is from when I say one to you pressing one on the chat. All right. So I'm going to say it now. 3, 2, 1, press 1. And then I will know what word it is. Oh, awesome. Really, really short delay. Really, really short delay. Fantastic. Good. Now that I can have a more up-to-date type of conversation that's going on. If you want, hello, Mr. You're having an early live today. Yes, I am. This evening, I have the last meeting for something very huge I've been working on. Absolutely massive, crazy, out of this world stuff. I'm telling you, this probably will be the last time you'll see Fat Cat at these numbers. That's all I'm going to say to you. Absolute insanity is doing. I just need it, man. I need it to go well. It's anyway, whatever. It's cool. Whatever. Don't want to say it. A lot of stuff that's going on. Jesus kind of knows what's going on. Jesus always knows what's going on. Anyway, look. Now, what's happening in the markets right now? All right. Hello. Man, the chat is working really well today. This is amazing. It's only taken me 4 days to work this out. Now watch it fail instantaneously. Anyway, whatever. It's so good. It's so good. You're the best, man. Thank you very much, Christopher. That's not the case at all. Now, one thing I'm going to say to everyone, and this is really, really important to know. The one thing I don't get though is that on X, it doesn't seem to show the stream on the. Oh, do I need to post it? 1 second. Do I need to? I need to post it. Okay. I think that's what. Aha! Technology. There's a little bit more delay on X. Yeah. But look, this is the best we can do at this present moment. It's crazy that we're doing all this stuff. So I'm really, really happy that it's working. And look, do you see how nice the chat looks and this and that and everything else? You can see that it's there. You live and you learn. All right, almost 15 to 20 seconds. Really? Oh, wow. I might need to set something out on the settings on X, but I think the YouTube and Kick are quick, which is quite good. No division on X too. Oh, cool. Fantastic. All right, cool. Look, now what's happening in the markets right now is we're having a bit of a pump. As I said, the rate cuts are coming in, which is huge, right? Big things are going on. And what's happening here is that I just need to explain this. Very, very simple. As I said, 112 is a absolute pivotal moment, and the reason why, and this is how insane sometimes these things work, right? Look at this wick that we with this sort of like bull trap wick that we had, right? Or was it a bull trap? Tell me, and I'll press 1 so you can see. All right, okay, Christopher, I'm telling you now to press 1 now. It's a riveting stream, you guys. Absolute riveting. Wow, okay. Oh, that's not that bad. It's about 10 seconds. Yeah, I can sort that out. It all depends on the streaming. It's better. It's better than what it was before on the other system I was using. It was like a minute. It was like 2 minutes. You guys were seeing what I was saying 2 minutes later. All right, cool. Look. This is what's really interesting about this, right? This is wild. Remember I told you, and I've taught you guys many times about mid-wick strategies, right? If we take the 50% level of this, how on the nose does that look? It's wild. We need now 2 levels to break on this for this to go higher, right? 2 levels to break. One is almost, 112,000. I mean, I'm a bit off, because I need to work on my what percentage is that? I'm curious. I'm always off by a little bit. I have to work on my 0.08% on my accuracy, right? So this level here, mid-wick strategy has to. So this first level, the 112,000, needs to break. It needs to hold above that. Secondly, what's super duper important to do is that it needs to break above this wick, right? So we're in complete range at this present moment. First level needs to hold, second level needs to hold, and then the third level needs to break, the 117,246. What the early show? Yes. It's an early show today because in the evening I'm having a final meeting for something pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous. That's all I'm going to say. Absolute craziness that I'm working on. Just I'm telling you, this might be the last times you see Fat Cat at these levels. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, hopefully we can. If this happens, right? I've worked my ass off to get to this stage, and I'm literally giving it to this project. That's it. That's it, right? That's the thing that I'm doing. I mean, what this is doing could be its own standalone thing, but I'm giving it to everyone in that have been here from all this time and getting hopefully get something back from it. It's going to be massive. That's all I'm going to say, right? That's that situation, right? Now, as I said, this level needs to hold. That's the situation of what's going on. More importantly, right? It's weird. These lines seem to work absolutely perfectly, but okay, whatever. Whatever. It should be like the Ukrainian guy, saying, according to the algorithm, on this line we will pump. We will bump to this other line of algorithm with the wave of the cheese growing bacteria algorithm that we have. See, look, $2,000, please. Yeah, it costs $2,000. Anyway, and my wife knows. Yeah, this is a small world. Anyway, whatever. Small world, whatever. Now, look, this doesn't mean it's we're going to be pumping up. As I said, we're fully range bound at this present moment. There's key levels that it needs to break. We'll see if it can get there, right? What would be the absolute best outcome of this is if we can, if this rejects from here. It rejects from here and then builds a new higher low, and then it will sort of help in this sort of higher low direction going up. Perfect. Hold these lines and keep going in that direction. I still think we have a bit more to go before we start getting the real fun times, because this could be the pump up until the rate cut, and then after the rate cut, most probably we will get a sell the news type of event, and then in October is jiggy time. Then it's like, can I ask all you guys to just like every now and again type some things into the comment? It'd be really nice so I can make sure that this thing is working. Oh, Jesus. All right, this thing is working. All right, it's really important that you can check that. So watch this carefully in that situation. Now, another thing, I mean, I've been telling you, I've showed this to you, right? You guys should really definitely get this indicator. It's an amazing indicator. It works well in good levels of confidence that you have. It looks like this 21-day EMA is being protected quite aggressively right now, like extremely aggressively. And this Bollinger Bands with percentile has marked it. I said that when it comes back down to here, it's going to mark this expansion, and that expansion I have to shoot of earn real dollar. Catch you later. All right, my man. Go get your dollar 20x long is for Bitcoin. Well, not yet, but just wait. All right, wait. It's good. I just showed everyone that there's massive levels of volatility that's going on in the market. As I said, look, print. Usually on the third print, it has indicates some sort of large move that's going to happen, and this move seems like is 12-second delay. Yeah. I'm trying to sort that out. I don't know why there is that much of a delay, but 10 seconds is better than what it was. It was like a minute before. Getting there, right? So we're trying to get to that level. Indicates some sort of large move. Now, as I said, whether it can regain the 113 level is another matter. Whether it can regain the 117,000 is a very, very big ask. Let's see. Possibility. Let's see what happens from that side. Now, a bit more information. Is this making sound? Wait, no, that's not making sound. Right. Bit more bits of information that I need to provide. Can I just stop that? Yeah, let me just stop that. Bit of information that I need to provide people. We're looking at the daily exchange volume. It looks like there's a bottoming out going on, and if that's the case, then this could be a higher low on that, which could create a increase in exchange volume, which is a good thing. We look at one more thing. Oh man, the chance of rate cuts. Big rate cuts looks like they're on the game for here, right? It looks like there's a lot of stuff is going on in this present world, and this is a good sign. The chance of rate cuts increasing by, I mean, like at this present moment, we're looking at multiple rate cuts, which is insane, right? That's crazy. Looking crazy good on that side. We look at the liquidations, and this is the thing that slightly worries me a little bit, right? Again, if you guys can tap on the like and all that kind of stuff and share this stuff, it would be amazing. Please, that would be incredible. Okay, is it showing now? All right. Okay, cool. This is brilliant. Got quite a good few people here. Let me just copy this 1 second. I need to do something. Okay. All right, that's that. Okay, cool. Right. that's that situation going on at this present moment. I'm gonna ask all of you guys again. There's almost, over 200, 300 people here. That's watching this early. Thank you so much for joining. It's very kind of you guys. I need 10 more people. Just 10 more people. This is my alternative one second. This is my alternative channel, right? What the hell is going on? Right, this is my alternative channel, TikTok channel. There is a hacker that is doing some hecky things on me. You're on my TV screen now at home. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's very kind. How is everything coming in? Is the image good? Is the sound good? I'm trying to make sure that I'm not clipping at all on my sound. I think everything should be looking a lot better. But anyway, this is the thing. Now, one piece of worry that I have is this, right? If we look at the liquidation levels that we have at this present moment, it looks like we are... it's very, very suspicious that the levels of liquidity are holding around the key levels that we need to hit. I mean, if you look at the 113,000 level, that is pretty much all of the liquidation levels and liquidity that's sitting. Oof. So we could go to 113, right? We could go to 113 and then sweep down towards the 110 to grab that liquidity. And once that happens, it is go time, people. It is go time. I think at that point, if you go down to the 110, which is strangely enough, almost identical to what I'm saying. If it goes down to 111, which is here, right? Which will mean, funny enough, again, if you look at this strategy again, 111 looks like, yeah, 111 looks like there, right? Which will again confirm that we would be putting in higher lows, and then a higher low, and then we could be ready for lift off up until this point here, where we can probably get to the area where the rate cuts will happen, and then possibly come back and test these areas here towards the end of September. Much better on both X and YouTube. Thank you so much. Test these areas. Once this area is done, if this comes down, I still think this area is a real possibility. I just want everyone to be sure and understand. Look, we could do this, and then if we break through this, it's go time. It is like full. We're moving into full alt season, right? Another few things I want to show. Solana is coming to exactly into resistance right now. Be careful of these levels, right? It needs to break above the 219, but it's in a great position at this present moment. SPX had a bit of a pullback, but this looks like it's about to close the gap, the SME gap, and then break out from there. Again, my level is a 6,800. Gold is having some by the way, the other day I looked at my gold account. Just say I was very happy. That's what I'm gonna say. I was very, very happy. I'm gonna say I was very happy. All right. Just so I can say you guys can understand. That's where I bought gold. I bought gold down here. All right. So I am up. How far am I up? Wait, why did that not work? I am up. This is gold, by the way. I am up 146%. Jeez. Oh man. Anyway, whatever. So going well, right? Now, one good piece of news is that we have. It seems like we've broken the upward trend line on market cap dominance, right? USDT dominance. Now, but the thing is, I want to check something. This is really, really important. Remember, always do this when you get these big sort of inefficiency wicks, right? Where does the 50% align to? Where is the 50% aligned to? It's aligning here. It looks like it's broken that, which is a good sign. Now, the only thing that's left is that we need the previous low to be broken. If it breaks to a 4.37 level, then this thing is going to go to town. The next level of resistance will be this channel, and I think that what could happen, and this is the thing that what could happen, right? It could come down here, bounce, and then retest these upper levels, or possibly test these levels again, or test this level here. If it tests below the 4.53, then we're going to have continuation down. And I genuinely think, right, genuinely think that if we're thinking that the cycle is going to end towards the end of the year, the 3.8 level, possibly down to the 3.7, could be the final level that we get to. If we break this level here, as I said many times, 3.72% level, then it's insanity mode. We are going to be doing some stupid things. 2.1 island party. Below that, I'm buying TikTok in Iceland, right? That's, again, this is the level of craziness that we're going. I don't see it going here. It would be crazy if it goes here. Most probably between these two levels that it will go to, right? That's really important. Now, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, it's rejected off that 50% level of the 21-day EMA. This is a great sign. Let's see if it can break. There is an inefficiency wick here, so this could bounce most probably around the 57.95. If it gets down to there, let's see if it gets there and see what's going on. Right now, we are at previous lows. It must not show any type of strength here, right? If we get a pullback at this point and this thing shows strength at these levels of resistance, it will mean that it's showing it as support, and this thing can continue up most probably and then shoot towards the 59.06. Let's see what happens. Again, I stated in the pro group, I'll put it back up here again so you guys can understand. There is some massive amounts of news that's coming in. Most probably that's going to create a huge amount of volatility. As I said, tomorrow we have the non-farm payroll annual revisions. This is going to be interesting. And then we have the US PPI and the US CPI. Really important. These prints are going to be massive. If this shows a leveling off or a slowing down of inflation, or in fact, if it stays at the same level, this confirms that inflation is a singularity event. That means a singular jump up due to tariffs, and markets will explode. I'm telling you, it will go to a different planet all the way up until the rate cuts, and it will be a run. Remember, I said running up to the rate cuts will most probably cause some form of pump, but let's see what goes on. We are at key levels. It's really important. These levels need to hold. The bears are really fighting to get this thing down. If it stays here and the day closes here, we got further downward pressure, which could be, and to be honest, there is a real chance of that happening. Now, a few more pieces of information to you guys. I'll put it into my videos, but I'll talk about it here and now, so you guys can get a live understanding of what's happening. There was this fun that was going on with Tether, that they were selling Bitcoin at this present moment. By the way, is everyone here? Can I get a few ones in the chat, please? Or is everyone just listening and to the show and going, "Wow, this guy is amazing"? Have you met this guy? He's pretty amazing, this guy. Can I ask everyone here as well that's on X or on YouTube or even on Kick, can you share this to a few people? It'll be amazing to get more people into this place. It'll be amazing to have that understanding, and getting that level would be amazing. It'd be incredible if we can go there and get a few more people to have a look at what's happening in the markets. You guys are incredible, right? Now, what was I saying? Food, pencil line, food. We are here. Thank you so much. Amazing. All right, good. Fantastic. All right, now there was some fun about Tether selling Bitcoin into gold. I did a video about it. You guys should check on the link I just put into the chat. All the videos are there, but I'll give you a small little understanding of why this is. It's just amazing amounts of FUD that people do. It's crazy. It's so stupid. Now, Tether buying gold. They're not actually buying gold. I mean, they are, but they're actually going to buy the mines, right? Because the mine is where you make the real money in gold. You actually make 20% on your investment. Long time ago, many moons ago, anyway, doesn't matter. I was involved in companies that were looking to from Ghana, and long story, they purchased mines back in the day when I was an investment banker, right? Actually M&A, funny enough. Now, why this is not a problem is that because anything that shows a gain either in Bitcoin or in gold, or even if they sell Bitcoin, which I doubt they did, and to be honest, on chain, it doesn't show that it sold anything. What this shows and is stating is that they're looking into assets that are inflation proof, and those inflation proof, there will be a point where this thing will be put back into Tether, and the moment it hits Tether, Tether will need to buy US debt. Why do you think we are all watching six of us on big TV? I swear, thank you so much. That's so amazing. It's weird being on TV, man. Big shout out to the crew in the TV land. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, whatever. It's cool. That's cool. I know. Anyway, so that's the situation. As I said, they're trying to beat that, and anything that they gain from that will go into Tether. The moment that they more Tether is created out of these assets, they will need to buy debt. When they buy debt, 30-year bonds will go down, 10-year bonds will go down, US debt will go down, mortgage rates will go down, everything will go down. This is the cycle of what they're doing. It is whoever is pushing this is super clever, and it ain't Trump. I'll tell you that now for a fact. There are people around them that understand how to get out of where the US is going on, and what's important is that the debt is being bought by US entities where the US government can control. So in essence, they're controlling their own debt, their own problems, their own issues. It is the perfect circle of what's going on, which is incredible, right? This is amazing information and news that's going on. I'll give you one more thing. Also, I did a post about it. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy have bought another 2,000 Bitcoin, hence the little bit of a move in Bitcoin. They're definitely averaging down as this thing goes down. They know what's coming. They know what the situation is. They know what the liquidity situation is going to be after the rate cuts. And now it looks like there's going to be 2 rate cuts, which is absolute insanity, right? More liquidity coming into the market, 10-year yields going down, mortgages going down because of the stable coins. It's just going to come to a fruition at a point where things are going to go absolutely crazy. Make sure you follow Michael Saylor. Make sure you follow him. That guy moves the markets. He buys astronomical levels of the coin, right? One more thing, I did this as well on my video. You guys should really follow on TikTok. What's really, really interesting at this present moment is that there are a few coins that are announced. That's not it. That's the exact same thing. Why am I showing you the exact same thing? Where is it, the other one? Why is there 2 of these? Can someone explain to me why there's 2 of these? Whatever. Okay, let's just hear it. ENA has announced a massive buyback, absolute massive buyback on their tokens. So has what about the drawing? What drawing? I don't know what you're talking about. What drawing? I'm confused. Confuse you? Anyway, whatever. They've announced a massive buyback that's going, which will inevitably show investor confidence. It will increase the value of each token, and more importantly, it's deflationary, right? That deflationary level is going to be key for everyone. So I would check out ENA. Another one that's also doing that is Hyperliquid, and one more, which is the most controversial of all of them, is Pump.Fun is also doing on their token. This is really, really, really important, and to understand that these 3 factors here are going to be playing a big part in all of this. Buybacks are massive, especially with companies that have this much. This is huge. These are bigger. These have more liquidity in them to do buybacks. And the thing is, they can move markets like crazy. Hyperliquid is where the biggest, most degen insanity trades go through. They have more money than they know what to do with. Them doing a buyback is going to make their token absolutely explode, as it already is. Put a trade of that in the pro group. Another one, you should check out Pump.Fun. I think these 3 are going to be doing some really interesting things once major levels of liquidity are going to be coming to the market. But I just want to say, again, everyone needs to understand that the market right now, okay, we're having a bit of a pump, but this doesn't mean anything yet, right? This doesn't mean anything yet. We're just getting a movement in this moment. We have real important key levels to break through. Now, one more thing that I want to show you guys is that if we look at the total market cap, we have fully broken into the key zone for expansion, right? We want this total 3 to sit within these 2 levels, 1.14 or 1.05. I've talked about these levels for months and months and months and months. This needs to sit between these 2 levels. Once it sits, what I would like is for this to happen. It to come up and just settle here for a bit. Do that, right? Because the moment it does that and it starts to attack at these levels, there will be a point where it will break through, and then the algorithms will go ballistic. will go ballistic. The upside of this and I'm doing it at a, you know, the way you do this is you measure the width from, I mean, the height from the lowest point all the way up to the top, that expansion level, then you take that level and put it here. That looks like a complete minimum of a doubling of the market right now of total 2. I mean, total 3. So basically degen tokens. That doubling will, this is the market doubling. Coins are going to do stupid things. I want everyone to understand that they're going to do stupid things. A lot of FUD happens. You just need to curb your boredom. I want everyone to understand this. If there's one thing you need to do above everything, is to curb your boredom when things are not going well. I just want everyone to get this point, and I want it to be clear, like crystal clear in their mind of what's going on. Because the moment that happens and you can get over that boredom, that crazy level of boredom that people are unsure about and they don't know what's going on. Oh, this coin is going back a little bit. I'll just give you an example, right? I'll give you an example. The other day, a buddy of mine sent me a token, right? I was going to put it into the group, but I was not too sure. From now on, I'm going to put it into the degen group. So you guys should check out the degen group if you're not in there, right? It's in the Learn My Aras. If you want, I can just post it here. All right. From now on, I'm going to be putting in all of those tokens. All of those tokens in there, because I threw a few soul at it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll throw a few salt, whatever. I'll just throw a few salt, right? Let me just put this here. Is this the link? Why is this link knowing? Okay. So I threw a few soul in there, right? It did a 6x. And I was like, all right, cool. I made my 6x. I'm all good. I don't need anything else, right? Why is this not working? No, there we go. I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make anything, right? Everything's all good, right? Everything's all good, whatever. So like I've made my 6 times. It's now 12 times. So... So, I'm going to start putting it into that, right? From now on, anything I get, even if they don't do well, I'm just going to put it in there so you guys can maybe play the game, because I get some interesting ones coming through, right? That's that situation right now. Why is this doing that? Okay, if we look at total market cap, again, it's coming into really, really key important levels. Ethereum, right? I just want to say it though, man, that level, the 4.269, as I said to everyone right now, when you had the meeting and everything went well, you can give thumbs up in the Fat Cat group. You don't. Let's see. Just send positive vibes. That's all I want. All right, because you're not gonna believe it when let it happen. Okay, let it happen. Absolute perfect support level of the 4.886. Again, what that aligns with is the 386 fib retracement. Because of the strength of this coin, usually when it pulls back into those levels. Now, what's really, really important though is that it needs to regain the 21-day EMA. It needs to regain that level. It's not an if, but, or maybe. It's a like, but, maybe, if you know what I mean. Whatever. Right? That's that situation. It needs to gain that. Otherwise, this 4,000 level is looking more and more possibility juice mousse, right? Especially if we look at the Ethereum divided by Bitcoin. It is just it meant positivity. We all know you're doing the best, so everyone will be fine. Man. Just wait. All right, whatever. This here is showing, this giving me a rotation back into Bitcoin. That's my worry right now. So what could happen is that if there's a rotation back into Bitcoin, which it looks like it could be a possibility, especially when we're looking at key recessionary, key inflationary issues, you can see Bitcoin going well. Most importantly, you guys need to understand is that when there's a rate cut, inflation will go up. So people are now looking to hedge. That's why usually there is a movement and a growth in a positive manner in the markets. Fat Cat will moon very soon. Did they confirm 1 second the meeting? They confirm it. Just confirm the meeting, my love. Did they confirm? Anyway, I'll look at it later. Alvarez will fix everything, I'm sure of that. Thank you so much. No pressure at all. No pressure at all. So that's the situation of where we are right now, all those matters. One more thing I wanted to show you guys as well. Where did that go? Yeah, so right, is that it? Yes. Okay, cool. So if we look at this graph again, I want everyone to really understand that this little bump up that we're getting also is filling the M2 money supply. It still looks like, I want everyone to really understand that it still looks like there is a chance, and this thing here, oh god, to me it's looking more and more likely that there could be one more pullback. To be honest, the pullback that we could get, that pullback there, the pullback that we can get would be extremely healthy. But let's see right now. It's looking like it's going to try and test this 113 level. The bulls look like they're playing fun with the markets, and let's see what happens. Trump these days seem very calm. He does. Don't say that. Why are you jinxing this thing? Don't jinx this. Pencil line, don't spell this for me, man. Things are looking good. Why are you spoiling this? Things are good right now. Don't jinx the orange monster to do stupid things. That's not good. That never ends well. It's never a good sign when that happens. Anyway, whatever, it's all good. But yeah, that's where we're looking at this present moment, right? That's the situation where we are. I haven't had too much time to go through too much. If you have any questions, please let me know and give me an understanding of what you guys think is going forward. Right? And then I can answer some of those questions. So if you have any questions, please ask me now. Otherwise, I'm going to go and prepare for the meeting that's happening tonight. God, it's taken its sweet time to get there, really, to be honest. But we're almost there. We're almost there at the finish line. And if this works, it will be astronomical. Is there anything I can describe? So, any questions, guys? Any questions that you guys want to ask me at this present moment for me to look through to understand what's going on? Furthermore, can you confirm that the cuts will be in this year? Yes, definitely. They're looking for three. The market is priced in 3 cuts, and I think 3 cuts are going to happen. When fact counting exchanges, that just happens, and then you'll understand. Right? Is there no live tonight? No, as I said, I'm meeting people tonight to get things running into the right direction. Go prepare yourself so you have energy for the meeting. I always have energy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. When Lambo. Oh God. Honestly, I need to get a t-shirt. This is long. What's long? What's long? I don't understand what that means. Yeah, so let's see. Right, that's the situation. I gave you the levels as well. This is all recorded as well, so it looks like this they're going to test the 113 level. The 113 is where the liquidity is at. Let's see where it goes from there. From there, if it gains and finds that as support, if it flips that resistance level into support, so a local SR flip, then it is more than likely it's going to go to the 117 level, which will be jamazing. Yeah, you want some jammies, right? That's the situation of what we're going for. Yeah, that's cool. Right. Any other questions? Any questions right now, or I'm gonna shabooby with the booby. Shabooby with the booby. Actually, how many people? Oh, one more thing. This is really, really important, right? Thanks again. Great alpha news, man. I appreciate it. Don't worry about it. Let me get the real alpha tonight, and then you'll understand what the alpha is going to be. Make sure also, you guys, you must check this out. Make sure you're checking out the veChain Stargate staking protocol. It's like it's a no-brainer, because if you have veChain, you stake it and they give you extra rewards. That's it, and they give it to you weekly. So you can start with only $200. If you're afraid of it or you don't know what it is, just check out the small level. This is a absolute no-brainer in my opinion. Absolute none. And at the same time, if you want to put it onto your browser, just get vWorld, which is their own wallet, and you can stake it straight away, and then it pulls it back straight away because the pool is within its own network. It's amazing. Just waiting for the right time for I did. Anyway, thank you for today. You're the best, man. I appreciate it. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I mean, it depends how you use it. Where can you see ENA going? I had the bag for a while. Made some nice dollars. Let's have a look at ENA. Where is ENA here? And it's got others. Yep, others is. Oof. That is a decision point there. A hold above the 200-day EMA is going to be massive for that. Anyway, let's look at ENA. Actually, I'll keep that 1 second. Link is looking good. Link also, Link has got a, they've applied for their ETF. The ETF is going to be massive, man. If they get it, this looks like it's ready to go. If it can reclaim the Monday high, if it can reclaim this level here, the 23.31, then we are looking like this thing is going to lift off very, very, very soon, right? Be careful of that. Make sure you understand that there are certain levels of risk, but it's a full-blown reclaim of liquidity and then come back. Oh man, that looks amazing, right? This looks like it's going to go if the market holds. Make sure the in that sense, but this looks like the upside potential of this could be all the way to at least the recovered inefficiency wick around the 25.6 and then possibly up to the 27.28. At that point will be a decision point. If it regains that level, then this thing is going off to astronomical levels, especially with an ETF announcement that's going on. What's an app name for stock, Fat Cat? What do you mean? Just waiting for the, what do you mean, what's the stock? What's the name for stock? I don't understand what you mean by that, man. Pencil line, explain that to me. I don't know what that means. Where was I looking? Oh yeah, ENA. Let's look at ENA. All right, let's just put that there. See what ENA is up to. Yep, there we go. There we go. Oh man, if it can again regain this level, the 0.77, then this thing is going to most probably go to the moon. That buybacks are massive for these type of things, right? And I would say we look at some. Let's look at some levels here. No, let's go from the previous. Let's go from the previous high. All right, let's look at some levels. Perfect. Reclaim of the 0.71. Yeah, look at that. Absolute in line with exact levels of what it is playing on fibs perfectly, right? So I would say if we were to see some level of, right, it's right at resistance. If it breaks that, right, I would say these are the points. These are the profit-taking points for this, unless you feel that this thing is not going to go any more. If you feel like this will do a lower high, then these are the profit-taking points for ENA, in my opinion. But with buybacks of that level, oof, it's gonna be strong. All right. Any more questions from any of you guys? I want to see. Actually, let me ask one last question. Right? Let me ask one question. Do you think this is a pump to the rate cuts, pullback, and then massive pump afterwards, or do you think this is the rate cuts will start the crazy run all the way to the end of the year? Which one do you guys think? End of year or to rate cuts? What are we thinking? I need you guys to write some. All right, 1 for rate cuts, 2 for end of year, start of the end of year pump. And either 1 or 2 in the markets. I want to hear from you guys, 1 or 2 in the chat to see what you guys think. 2, cool. You think all the way to the end? What? So the rate cuts will be the catalyst to the alt season. Is that what you're thinking? Up to the rate cuts. All right. Okay. Well, a few of you answered. I think so. You think it's going to be the thing? We'll see. We'll see. Historically, rate cuts have caused a level of pullback. Don't forget that. A little bit of both. The next few months is going to be extremely parabolic to make retail economies FOMO in, then dump markets for massive liquidity. Yeah, could be. But look, there are certain tokens that I do think that a lot of people are going to be holding for the long term, though. Especially with the relevant growth and understanding of what's happening, what's slowly gaining strength of movement. I mean, look, I read something today, which is still massive. Look, let me show you something. I was going to do a video about it, but I don't know if the videos have actually done anything. 1 second. I'll just post it in the group so you guys will understand. Okay, there are two sorts of rate cuts: is easing or for stimulus. Yeah. But this is no, I get it. No, it's not even just there's two types. There's rate cuts are all dependent on market environment, right? If for example, that's why these inflation numbers that are coming in this week are so important. If there is a flattening out or an expected rise or a slowing down of the rise, that will indicate most probably that these tariffs are going to be a singular price increase, and rate cuts will absolutely moon the market. It will moon the market. But don't forget, rate cuts are inflationary as well. So the market is expecting some level of inflation, and those levels of inflation, don't forget, is what these companies investors will look for hedges against it. Money markets will not be enough, because once the rate cuts go down, money markets don't give enough of a yield to be inflation proof. But what will is gold, Bitcoin, and various other S&P 500 Magnificent 7 stocks, because they are the things that rally on liquidity. Rather than the dollar doesn't. Can they manipulate the market? Is it a chance, and how? Yeah, of course they can manipulate the market. This market we're in is very, very small in relevance to what's going on. This is the thing I need everyone to understand. The whole of the cryptocurrency market is one company in the S&P 500. So it's not that difficult. You see that MicroStrategy starts buying and Bitcoin starts pumping. It's as simple as that. Thoughts on ETC? Can you make it 3x from today? Sorry, what is ETC? ETC. Oh, Ethereum Classic. Jesus, my God. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about this graph, bro. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about this. Against Bitcoin, it is absolute diabolical. Like, it's absolutely diabolical. Let me have a look at something else. Let me look at it against. That's amazing. 1 second. Let's go against the dollar. Let's do that. Look, this is the thing I want to say, right? Yeah, just because there's a lot of space at the upside doesn't mean it's going to get there. Gold is doing great. I'm very happy with my gold investment. Out of pure luck. I showed you my gold. Yeah, it's doing very well. Very, very well. Maybe. I think there are better options for it to grow. Look, everything is going to grow quite aggressively in the markets. I just want everyone to understand, when this thing starts to really, really run, it's going to run really hard. I just, when you have Ethereum, why do you need Ethereum Classic? That's my understanding. That's my only thing. Is there a reassurance method to confirm that the market's like going strongly towards like up way? MicroStrategy is taking a beating. Yeah, the stock is taking a beating, but eventually they will do well. You understand, the way that MicroStrategy works is long term. They know that short term this is going to be painful for them. But if you look at Bitcoin, this is what they well, look what MicroStrategy is doing, and what everyone needs to understand. Oh yeah, I can drink water on this, can't I? What MicroStrategy is doing, and what people don't really need to don't understand, is that it's playing on the annualized return of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's annualized return is 50% ROI a year, even in bear runs. I need everyone to understand that, right? And that 50% return is what they're playing in. If by MicroStrategy, I just want everyone to understand it. Like Bitcoin at this present moment is, should I sell my chrono? I don't think you should sell your chrono. I don't think right now, if you need to sell something to buy something, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. What was I going to say? What was I talking about? Oh yes, MicroStrategy. If MicroStrategy, right, this from this point, Bitcoin, if it's going to be going in the direction it is, which to be honest, with the level of legislation that's happening, it's going to be insane. Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to tell you guys about, right? That's the thing I wanted to tell you guys about. Check this out. This is mad. 1 second. This is mad. I'll show you. So 1 second, let me just get rid of this. I'll show you. I think I was the first one to talk about this. The NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ has applied to the SEC to tokenize assets trading. That's mad. How to beat the S&P 500? Bitcoin. Genuinely. Bitcoin, just sit on it. Even with the S&P 500, just sit on it. You'll be fine. In Sweden, can you have your pension invested in BlackRock? Do you think that is smart? You could do, yeah. BlackRock is as big of a company as you can imagine. It's basically United States, right? Man, I need like 9 followers, guys. Like 9. I need 9 followers onto this channel. I'm gonna give it to you one last time, right? And if you don't do it, then I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. I'm gonna feel like you guys don't want me to succeed in this crazy world that I'm in. Wait, where did I put that? Where did I put the link? Oh yeah, it's not in this here. Where's my link? I kind of feel like that this needs to happen before I do anything from now on. Maybe I'll do a you know, if I don't get 9 more followers on TikTok, then I won't do a stream type of thing. 1 second. Where are we? Yeah, so the Nasdaq is applied to the SEC to tokenize securities, which is insane, right? Which is bonkers. And this should give you an understanding of why it takes so long for adoption to happen. Adoption is really key. This is the thing that people really don't understand. And as long as adoption happens, and I mean, more importantly, as long as legislation is passed and then adoption happens, eventually things will start to skyrocket. It's a matter of time. That's why you need to curb your boredom. All right, I'm gonna put this in here. Just gonna say, like, if you don't, I mean, I feel like I'm hurt right now. There you go. If you want me to stream on TikTok, there you go. Do it already. In it, brev, or something. Anyway, that's it. Do you think the hash rate you're talking about, I think, will reach its all-time hash AI will reach its all-time high, debating whether to cut my losses and rotate. Let's check hash AI. It's hash AI. I'd be very doubtful if it does that. But if I was going to give you one piece of advice for things like this, right? Afternoon Vesto, how you doing? If I was to give one bit of advice, I mean, ultimately, this ain't great, right? I'm not going to say this is amazing. In fact, this looks that there, my friend. If you want to see what if you ever want to see what a VC dump looks like, or a VC unlock coin looks like, this is a perfect representation of one. You get TGE, right? You get profit taking from initial first stage unlock. You get marketing, then second stage unlock. Then you get massive announcement and massive marketing. Then you get the final stage of unlock, which is that. Right, which is that there is a textbook VC unlock coin. Now these things can run. I'm not going to say it's not, but you need to look at a few things, right? You need to look at, again, I give these type of, you already, TikTok is not live. No, someone, the hacker got my TikTok, so my agency is trying to get it back. So at the moment, I'm using my alt. I'll go using my alt, and I'll be streaming here. I'm streaming in a different way. You can see things that are a bit quicker. I'm streaming on 3 platforms now, X and Kick and YouTube. All the chats are coming together. I'm technology, bruv. It almost made me want to shoot someone because I was so annoyed. I'm just like, what in God's green earth is making me, is this technology? But I think I've got there. I have forgotten all that I have done. So if anything goes wrong, good luck to me, right? So this is the thing. These things can run, but you need to look at key factors. I've done videos about it. Make sure you look at adoption or chain adoption or whatever this is. If there's adoption, people are using it, utilizing it, if it's making money. Look at the culture of the token. If the people who are invested in it, that like it, that understand it, are there holding, grinding, pushing, working, buying, doing all the things. Thirdly, is the team working? And most importantly, are developers within this thing? Is it a larger team? Is it growing? Are they developing new aspects? Is there any bullish news that's coming? All that kind of stuff to look for this. That's some key things of this, because at the moment, the investor runs, VC runs have all pulled their money out. There's some that's still in there, and now they're waiting. This was an injection of liquidity, and people just sold. So be careful. This is at a key level, which is basically its base, right? This is its base token holders. Also look at its inflationary factor. You can go to DeFi Lab and go to DeFi Llama or CoinGecko, and you can see the amount of circulating and non-circulating. If the non-circulating is a lot higher than circulating, then this is inflationary and there's a problem. This will take different time for it to pump. Thank you for your input. Of course, what are you talking about? Always. Where are we right now? What other questions were there? What other questions are you guys looking at? Epic chain. Let's look at Epic. Oh, Epic should do well. Epic has a lot of money behind it. Epic has they have a lot of money behind them. Like, it's on it's Epic. Yeah, Epic's doing some crazy. Look, I would not be worried about Epic. I think Epic's gonna be fine. I think it'll be fine. Look, you know why? Look, again, this is something I want to teach you guys again, so you guys understand. When you get a pump like this, right? When you get a pump like this, it usually retraces back to the 50% of that level. Look at that. Look. I mean, I did it in front of you. Look at that. An absolute perfect retrace back into the 50% of that wick. Several times it's done that, right? And that shows a good level of strength. Doesn't mean it's not going to pull back anymore, because if we take the fib levels here, right, it could very well try and test it. Look at it, how perfectly. This here, my friends, right, there's a market maker involved here for sure, right? This is for sure. There's a market maker involved here. So be careful with these cyber coins. But what that means is that when there is positive news, these things can pump like crazy. When a coin has a lot of money, right, it can force growth. Right? It can force growth. And you can capitalize on those things. And these guys are looking to grow, definitely looking to grow, because yeah, they're definitely looking to grow. Higher lows, we produced a higher high. Now we have to see if this is a local bottom and it's confirmed as a higher low. Then we have to look for the next level, and that level will be above the 2.236. Watch what happens there and go from there. That's it. There we go. Any other questions? Any other questions? Look at that. Look how perfectly that is. It's like it's done on purpose. Some might say, some might say it's like market making. Some might say that. I'm not going to be saying that. I won't be saying that. Jesus. Anyway. You planned it. Yeah, that's how I like to plan, man. That's how I roll. I mean, like you saw me. I did it in front of you. Like absolute perfect point. Perfect pick of the point of where it would land to. There you go. Done. That's how you know. Usually that's what happens. There's a lot of, because these type of big wicks have big wicks. Always have a retrace point. You know, it starts off strong, and then there is a bit of weakness that it needs to pull back to, and then you shoot off from that point. You guys get what I'm talking about. And then you have to explain it. You know what I mean? You've all been there and done that. Okay. Any more questions? What? Any more questions? What? What's wrong? Just explaining what I'm seeing and my experience in the matter of that. No more questions. Nothing else you guys want to the XRP? You want me to look at XRP? All right. The mother of all culture coins, man. The culture in XRP is out of this world. Nice. Cool. Look. Wow, look at that. That's a bang on save. Yeah, you can tell that XRP has money. Look, that there is a perfect save of XRP. Absolute perfect. XRP right now. Let's have a look. This is not as easy of a coin to understand because it is messy AF. Yeah, I would say that. Now, look, I would say one thing about XRP, right? I'll say one thing about XRP. XRP at the moment is still in a trend, right? And it's still on a downward trend, unfortunately. Let's do that. Could we do that? No, that. It's on a downward trend at the moment, right? Until because if you look carefully and you understand what you're seeing here, you see that, you know, it's lower highs, lower lows, right? We need that to change, and for that to change, it needs to break above the previous level of resistance, which ultimately is here. That's it. And if we take to that level there, look at that. There we go. Perfect. It aligns with absolutely perfectly. That's the wrong way around. That's why it's not aligning properly. Let's do it the other way around. There we go. It aligns absolutely perfectly with the 618. It's like it's planned. It's like it's planned. I don't know of anyone else that picks the exact point where a coin that may have some money. It's like you can see the future. You can call me Alvarez. That's all you can say, man. You can call me Alvarez. It's like I know where this thing is going. Good. Actually, where's my tickety tock? Is the tickety tock any better? We need 6 more. All right. Until we get 6 more, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Nothing. I need my live. What have you planned for hype? Should you get more into hype now or wait for the pullback? Let's have a look at hype. Damn, that's an amazing look at that. All right, let's look at hype. Where's hype, brev? Where's my hype? Brev. There we go. My brev. Damn, cool. My play worked well. I would be careful of. It's already done a 10% move. It's already done a 10% move. It's just like this one's super easy. There you go. If it holds that, if it turns that into support, then what could happen? Let's go to smaller time frames. Right, what could happen? Man, if that holds, 1 second. It's a big ass fly. Sorry. Right, do you think that? Sorry, I just saw the biggest fly in history just land on. It's a big ass fly, man. All right, let me just move this out of the way. Nah, that's the wrong way. I don't know if that's confirmed. Look, well, basically with this, right? Well, what does a 10% move with low volume like that mean? It means that they're putting the money in. That's what that means. Right? Buybacks. Remember, I told you. Oh, you weren't here from the beginning. If you follow my TikTok, I did a video about it. They're doing buybacks. This is a buyback move. Buyback move. So it means that rather than people selling they're just buying their own token, reducing the supply, being deflationary to an extent, and also that type of news from such a wealthy token is that is a massive fly. I might fly down to my meeting with it. Whoa, what happened to Privix? What happened to Privix? That is wild. Anyway, sorry, what? Rug pull first class. Wow, rug pull. Do you know whose coin this is? Do you guys know whose coin this is? This is mad. 1 second. This is Alex Becker's coin. He's a part of this company. Yeah. Something is going on in Privix. By the way, M. Oh wow, block trees a bit of work. But yeah, Privix is, that's wild. Alex Becker. So Alex Becker is a majority shareholder of this token. So maybe be careful with what he says to you. That's all I'm gonna say. Dearie me. Okay, cool. Well, that's it. Anything else? Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I'm going to Shabubi the Mumbubi. And can I get some likes, shares, and comments on the videos? It really helps. I don't want anything from you guys. Genuinely, it's the least I want. Anything. I don't want anything. All I want is for you to if you like what I'm giving, that's what she said, is to give a like. Jesus. If you like what I'm good. Like sounds like something. And it stands with a K. But anyway, whatever. If you like what I'm doing, all I want is a little okay. I just make myself laugh. I got no one else. What can I do? I'm sad. What is it? Kronos, right? That's it. Jeez. Nope, that's Corona. Did I spell that wrong? No. Why am I? Have I spelled that wrong? Where's my S? Is that S? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Kronos. There we go. Damn. Again, look, I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's very simple. It's very simple. Just do the 50%, right? Do the 50%. It's gone underneath the 50%. Okay, cool. Look, all right, perfect. Easy. Easy here. I would buy it here. There you go. Simple. Simple. There you go. Drawn this the wrong way around, that's why. There we go. Yeah, that level there. That's what I would do. Right there. I'd be a buyer at around this point here. So let's draw the... yeah, around that. That would be my understanding of. Look at the 5-day. Or even now, to be honest. Look, what I would do is this. What I would do is this. If Kronos gains back above the 0.257, that would be a direct long. To me, this looks like there could be some more downside. I would say a really good area of buying zone would be the 0.2432, around that area. That's what I would say. That would be my understanding of where it is. Although what I would also say is that these triple pumps that you get, these triple pumps is usually followed by a 50% correction of that zone as well. Where does the 50% level come to this? Yeah, all right, that's what I would say. I would say look to see this. Look to see this around the 0.2432, around the area. That's what I would say. If I was to be a because look at that wick, man. That is absolutely bonkers. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens on that side. But I would not be too fearful of that. I would not be too fearful of yeah, I would not be too fearful of this, because look, it's these things are, this is the number one platform for our industry, right? For the cryptocurrency industry. So these type of movements are going to happen a lot. If you were to look at a real fearful level, if you would like to see some sort of understanding if things get really, really bad, then just look at the previous point. That there would have to be its support, like ultimate support is there. Sometimes these things can come and test that, but I don't think so. This looks very, very strong. Like Kronos looks stupidly strong at the moment. And the thing is, this is not a market maker move either. That's the craziest part of this. That's the most insane part of it, is that it doesn't look like a market maker move at all. This looks organically crazy. But yeah, look, a lot of things are aligning around this period here. In fact, let's make this a bit bigger. Let's do that. There we go. There. That would be my my area. So it could come into this area. The golden pocket is between the 0.2489 and 0.2366, and I would say a good bouncing point would be the 0.2434. Anything else? Anything else, or otherwise I'm gonna shoot off. Do you guys like this format of live more? Can you answer that question? Did you guys like this format? Yes, is it cool? Do you like that there is a chat running on the side? Do you guys like but the time? Yeah, the time's gonna change. As I said, I'm going somewhere. Otherwise, I just don't do it. Do you want me to not do it? Would it be I don't do it rather than I do it early? Yeah, the chat on the side looks pretty cool as well. It's like all different types of people going there from there. You know, the delay is a lot better rather than the delay from YouTube last time when I was on, because I was using Restream to try it. And the delay was so bad, it would be like, hey, how's it going? And then a minute later, they were like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, what? Yes, because I follow at work. Thank you so much. Joanne, thank you. I think you're new, which is nice. Good to have you here. Is anyone new here? Like the chat, like you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Mr. Atlas. Is there anyone new here? I'm curious. If there's anyone new, I'd like to see you guys like tap something in the chat. That'd be very nice of you guys. Why so early? Why so serious? That's the type of, no one knew. Everyone is all like pre-love. That sounds wrong. Like yeah, Uncle Go. Yeah, pre-love. Why not? I'm gonna own it. I am old. You're not old, man. I feel old. I looked at myself in the mirror this morning and I was like, oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. Anyway, whatever, it's good. Okay, that's that situation. Cool. Anything else? Anything else? No one new. I'm assuming the new people either don't want to say hello, or they do want to say hello. But I will say that if anyone is new here and getting to know me, you'll understand that I'm here to just give as much information you want. There is no stupid questions. If you feel like you need to ask me something, you can DM me. If you feel like you need to ask me something on the live, I will make sure that if anyone says something negative about what you're saying, they will be the one they'll have to deal with me, not you. All right, make sure you understand that. Right, what's next? Thoughts on profit taking before the rate cuts, then buying back in the pullback. That is hard. Like that type of movement and understand is very, very difficult to adjust and align. Super duper difficult. I would say just look at the levels and make sure the levels work in the way that it should do. If we start seeing some form of pullback coming in and it rejects from this area, then we could see that buying and holding could be the right thing. But I want to say this to you: there can be a point in the situation where things can pull back, and if you're not locked in, if you're not watching the screen and understanding exactly what's going on, it could regain all of that loss in a second, in a 2-day wick, in a 1 hour wick. Don't forget the Donald Trump scenario. Remember when he just sent a tweet, everything was over. Remember, everything was over, and in one candle we took back almost 80% of all of the loss that happened. So unless you know exactly what you're doing, be very careful of that, because to try and gain maybe an extra, I don't know, 15%, you might lose out on everything else. All right, just be careful with all that kind of stuff. All right, anything else? It's scary. It shouldn't be scary. You see the 1,000-yard stare that I have. I'm just like, whatever, brevs. And everyone's saying it's over. I was like, no. The levels are coming in, brev. The levels are looking good. I thought it would go down more, but we'll see. We'll see when this level is tested. The 113.369. 113.369 has to break. If it breaks and holds that, then we're going to be testing 117. The levels are all here. If that doesn't hold, then we're going back down. I would say then the 104 is almost a given. I look in the mirror and I have less hair each day. I look in the mirror, I have more hair each day. What are you talking about? I'm Benjamin Button here. I'm like, wait, what? Should be going the opposite direction. Anyway, whatever. All right. Sky Bunker Alpha a bit early though. Yes, I'm a bit early. Anyway, look, guys. If there's no other questions, I need to. Where are these people? Come on, I need a reply back so I can go and get this thing sorted out. Whatever. What is this? One second. Any other questions? No? No other questions? All right. Well, then I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Yeah? Done? All good? Happy with everything? Have a good night. Thank you so much. It's very kind. All right, guys, look. Make sure you check my videos out, right? There's over, if you combine all of it, that's 500 people here, right? I should be seeing at least 500 views on my videos. That's what I'm saying. All right, guys. Love, peace, reflection, all that kind of stuff. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.